In this video, we're continuing with arcs and angles. We're talking about central angles and their corresponding arcs. This is example C from the 6.3a notes. So we want to solve for the missing information in the diagram below. And when I'm working on a problem like this, normally what I like to do is just go ahead and mark everything that I know. So I've got a central angle here that's 60, so I know that this arc is also going to be 60. And I know that this arc is 139, so this central angle is going to be 139. And then I notice some other things here. I've got some vertical angles here, so I know those are going to be congruent. And then these two angles form a linear pair, so they're going to add up to 180, so I can find the measure of angle HCG. I'll do that in a minute. And then whatever I find out for that, I know that will be the same as DCE. And lastly, I can see that this is a diameter here. And we already talked about the fact that these two angles have to add up to 180. And since these three arcs here form a semicircle, those also have to add up to 180. So let's go ahead and find the measure of angle HCG. So the measure of angle HCG is going to be 180 minus 139. So that's going to be 41 degrees. So let's put that in there, 41, which means that arc HG is also going to be 41, which means that angle DCE is going to be 41. Remember, those are vertical angles. And arc DE is going to be 41 degrees. So the only thing we have left to find here is this angle GCF. And I know that these three angles have to add up to one angle. So the measure of angle GCF is going to be 180 minus 41 minus 60. I'll subtract those two angles from 180, and that should give me 79 degrees. So this is 79 degrees, which makes this 79 degrees. Alright, so let's see what we needed to find here. The measure of angle HCG. HCG, so we found that. That's 41 degrees. And the measure of arc FH. So here's F, and then we're going all the way to H. So let's highlight that. Here's F. Arc FH, so I can see that that's 41 plus 79. So the measure of arc FH is 41 plus 79. So that's 120 degrees. And we need the measure of arc FDG. So F going through D all the way to G, so that's F, D, G. So a couple different ways we could do that. I can see that this blue arc has 180 over here plus the 41 plus the 60, so I can add all those together. So let's do it that way. Measure of arc F, DG, so that's going to be 180 from this part on the left plus 41 plus 60, so that's going to give us 281 degrees. Now the other way we could have done this is this blue arc is the whole circle minus that 79 degrees. So if I did 360 minus 79, that would also give me the 281. Alright, and then the last arc that we want to find is HEG. So starting at H, going all the way around through E over to, oops, I missed there. Let's start that over. Let's get rid of these other ones here. So from H through E, so notice I have 180 already, all the way to G. So again, I can see I've got the whole circle except for that 41 degrees. So the measure of arc HEG is going to be the whole circle, 360, less the 41 degrees, and that should give us 319 degrees. Alright, so feel free to rewatch. If you need to, make sure you ask questions, and we'll see you next time.